very least. I
Sorry,
thought
what?
my lead was brilliant.
Oh,
I thought
yeah.
my lead was I thought there was no chance that they led Florges, and Darkrai and then not Darkrai, and and Raging Bolt had a great matchup into everything that isn't Florges.
Right. Especially this fucker.
Yeah,
that
especially Hisuian, which is very potential. And they substitute here expecting a Thunderclap,
was so
which is
smart.
understandable.
That was a very good volt switch, yeah. And
And
you go
then,
into
so I
your
played,
Venusaur.
I played very well here. I was fine taking that chip to just get rid of Mega Pinsir
Yeah.
completely.
Which is
And then
their sweeper.
here on turn 3 is where I decided not to Terra Diancie, and my plan went a little weird. The Howl was interesting, so I went for the safe play and Toxic
Yeah. And this
there.
pays off.
I think that was the correct play still.
I agree. Um so you watched it
And they
howl and
Stone
then
Edging.
yeah, you watched it howl and then you
They
toxic.
Stone Edge. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm still considering should you have overheated?
I stand by that play because of the potential of them switching. And it worked out fine. The Zamazenta worked out completely fine. It was my mistake later.
Yeah.
Because Overheat doesn't OHKO. So I
Right.
would have, unless it's
But you have
Poison
this
Defense. I
thing.
went to Quack
That's my
Ball.
so
Yes.
that's my
I went
question.
into,
Right. What did you
well, I
have?
went into Quack Ball because I thought I could take a close combat better than that.
Hmm. You should have calced it.
Um, yeah, I should have, but I was playing too fast, like I
Yeah.
said.
My question
But
is
also, this is not a bad situation for that, really.
yeah, I think what so like this is an alternative idea, right? Not saying that this is necessarily what should have happened. Couldn't you have overheated with Salazzle and then come into Quackable and then immediately threaten it now? Now that even if you did an Oko, it's still even if, yeah, you know it takes a hit, and they don't know
Yeah,
that.
I could have overheated, but
I'm not like I don't know how much of a difference
overheat.
that would have made.
Let me bring up the calc real quick because I remember I calculate versus max HP Zamazenta, and this might not be max HP at all because it's
Yeah,
attack invested. And I should have thought about that when I saw the how. Let
and
me look.
another
Let me
thing I
look.
guess is that they could have been thinking that you were also Scarf, right? So, hmm.
Was it? I didn't pull up the calc. Here's the calc. All right. So
I hate the fact that
Salazzle.
pausing on this screen means that we have to watch this thing dance.
Because it keeps the fucking oh my
Model
gosh.
animation
All right, let me
going.
just overheat there, and then Zama crowned. So yes, overheat is 73 minimum max HP, but versus no HP, it has a small chance to co, like 18%
Mm,
chance. So I could have overheated there.
yeah,
I still stand by the toxic though. I stand by the toxic
I
because
think it's a
toxic
fine
is the
play.
best play into everything.
Yeah,
I also am completely fine with this play into Quaquaval because I got it Rocky Helmet chip and I got a Roost off and I realized, oh, I can't take this hit. But then I switched into I sacked Diancie, and that's completely
yeah,
fine with me because Diancie takes the close combat like a champ.
yeah. And now they have another toxic turn, stacking, and I guess
And
defense
then, of
drops,
course,
which matter.
infamous misplay number 1. I
Well,
should have thunderclapped. I expected the floor just to come in. That's why I didn't
yeah,
want to be in that position. But I just should have thunderclapped.
yeah, because they're not coming in again, right? They're not. There's no point for to save this thing.
Except for, I guess, Weavile. But yeah.
Yeah, this is rough. That's rough.
Yeah. So that's infamous misplay number 1. The thunderclap.
Yeah,
And then I go into Ogerpon. I think Ogerpon was the right play, yeah. But this is awful. This is awful right here.
you don't.
I should have either switched into Quaquaval or Swords Dance. I chose the worst mid ground ever.
Uh, was there a single reason to not Swords Dance? Like what
Yes, yes,
choice?
yes, there is.
Which one?
If it was Focus Sash, if
Right.
Ceaseless Edging the Sucker Punch killed me, but there was no reason not to go into Quaquaval. There's no reason whatsoever not to go into quackball. That's the
It
big
was at
mistake.
72%. Oh lord. Yeah, you
Yeah,
had no reason.
I see the reasons not to sword stance here. I think not sword stancing is completely part. Not going into quackball, stupidest thing I could have done. I made that quackball as my Hisuian Samurai answer, and I just didn't use it.
Yeah. You had a game plan, you deviated from the game
I
plan in a
just
way that
ignored it because I
yeah,
was not
didn't make
ignored it.
sense.
I forgot about it because of my. I was just playing too much in a rush, and that lost. That was what really lost me the game. So if I go into quackball there, I start having shit happen. And then they Aqua Jet there. I get the Horn Leech, but the Horn Leech doesn't really heal me because of Rocky Helmet. Now
Yes, and
Latios
now
comes in,
and that thing
and I switch it. I sack Raging Bolt.
it's seeing the bomber reactivate, even if it kills, is so funny.
Yes, it is. I should have Thunder. No, I didn't Thunderclap. I switched in.
So
I didn't bring Swords Dance.
I
I should have thought
know
about that.
you should have swords then. Like
I
you know
should
what?
have thought about Swords
My
Dance.
immediate brain cell activation was, oh, we've all swords dance here, and I remember you brought low kick for this fucker.
I brought Low Kick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for this cuck.
So that was a prep mistake because I was like, oh, I should try to hit Zama's. No, I shouldn't try to fucking hit Zama's center with Weavile. Fool. That's the only prep mistake I think.
Well, the real prep mistake is thinking that they will range.
Superior against my team.
Yeah, when you have this guy.
Well, okay. I mean, Scarf Salazzle was good either way.
Yeah. No. I'm
Weavile
saying
was
that this thing invalidated.
yes,
Um.
yeah,
So you had no reason to worry about it, which is something that
yes. Well, also the lack of Superior is what made me want to Terra Ogre
yeah, I know.
because Terra Ogrepon destroys the team when Serp is gone. Well, okay, when Serp and Pinsir are gone, and Pinsir was gone turn what 2 or 3.
Actually, okay. So what was Ogrepon said?
It was Swords Dance, Hornleech, Ivy Cudgel, U-turn.
U-turn,
If
not
I
knockoff.
Swords Danced there,
Can you
um,
do a calc on how
and
much it does to Latios?
a U-turn will definitely kill Latios, and there's no
Yeah.
way they could have killed me because I had a Spadef boost.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm
And unless they crit, there was no way they could kill me because I had a Spadef boost, and I just get
Yeah.
that bandage and that +2 U-turn
So
off,
that Swords
and I'm in a
Dance
super favorable
really,
position.
yeah, that Swords Dance really did.
I don't say
Not
I
Swords Dance.
auto win, but I just have a much better position.
You'd probably have a rock slide chance of winning there. Yeah. God.
Like
And they switch
if I
out
brought Swords
obviously.
Dance here, I'm not even because okay, let's say I Swords Danced on this thing. I know. Actually, no, I don't know. Weavile was probably I had to knock off there. I didn't even notice it. You know how fast I was playing? I was playing this match so fast I had no idea that this was even Choice Scarf.
Yeah.
I didn't read that
I
part.
guess it didn't matter in the end that you didn't Swords Dance though, like because of that.
Yes, because Scarf Floor just
Yeah.
would have just moonblasted me.
So I guess that didn't matter in the end. But again, prep issue. L plus prep issue.
I think it was a prep issue in theory, but not in
I wonder if
practice.
Hornleech
But
would
also
have.
learning that it was Scarf.
Would,
I should have thought about that more, but I didn't.
would Hornleech have saved
I
you
could have
here?
I could have potentially triple axled there. If I recognized it was Scarf, I'm like, oh, that's not bulky. You know?
72%. There's no way. There's no way like um Hornleech killed,
Triple
right?
axle.
Sorry, Hornleech.
Hornleech. No, there's no way Hornleech killed.
Yeah.
And I was not at a high enough HP to potentially live a Moonblast.
Unfortunately.
So no. I think my 2 misplays are clear as day. I still don't super disagree with anything else that happened here.
Oh
I
yeah,
think
no.
I could have brought Sword Stance on Weavile, but my two misplays were clear. Completely clear.
Was that double scarf?
Yes, that was double scarf.
Huh. Interesting. Right.
I made those 2 misplay, and I'm going back to it. I think not Swords Dancing is still fine, completely acceptable there, because Ceaseless Edge into Sucker Punch could have been
Yeah, it's
awful.
this guy that's the issue. He's
It's
very
the not going into Quaquaval like an absolute buffoon.
Yeah, he's very disappointed in you.
Yeah, so okay. Two battle mistakes, one prep mistake.
Yeah. Even if the prep mistake didn't matter, that is still a prep mistake. Yeah.
No, it's still a prep mistake.
They
Alright,
didn't
let's
name
look at
their
yours.
Rev room. What a shame. Or I guess it doesn't show up
No,
in
they
your
did.
save.
It doesn't show unless it comes in, and Rev Room never came in.
Huh, okay.
Yeah, Rev Room never came in.
Okay.
It was a 2-0 though, so I'm like differential wise, better than season 1, am I right?
She got a 6-0.
I think season two I got either 3 or 4-0'd. I don't remember. It was one of those two. Round 1.
Okay. So my
Anyways, let's look
embarrassment
at
of a
yours.
game. My embarrassment of a game. Oh
I
god.
feel like it was only that one giant Palmont misplay.
But
Let's look.
it ate me up. So okay, I did not notice how dog shit the anchor point for Gweezing was. Holy shit.
That's so funny. No. Well, okay. It's also just like extra funny because I think it is just dog shit. Never mind.
Yeah, no,
I was
that's just
gonna
dog
say
shit.
like I was gonna say, oh, it's because it's next to Dragapult floats and 2 PNGs, but no, it's just the anchoring
Yeah,
point is
no,
weird.
Dragapult's is fine. Like, you could just lift Gweezing up, you know?
But no, you need to for the steam. The steam has to be in frame.
What, it has to be this square? This square?
It's like
That's it?
Surfetched. It's like Surfetched, where it's anchored lower because of the giant tip.
That's the meta. That's the meta. Having
What?
having such a massive cock that you can't stand in frame.
Never say that again. But what is up with the Galar Pokemon and just having the longest thing meaning they're anchored lower?
Oh my god, this is gonna be okay. Well, okay.
I can't believe. Okay. Cinccino lead, good.
Yeah, this was decided upon.
Immediate there. The immediate tidy up, great. The immediate knockoff, also great.
Yeah. And then they cosmic power. That was a
You
misplay on
saw
them.
the cosmic power I feel like you should have known it wouldn't kill, but also.
But also, I knew that
Eh.
they couldn't do anything to me.
Well, what if they wished? It's fine. I guess
I
yeah,
had
they couldn't do anything.
Wisp.
Wish. What if they wished?
Wish. Right. Okay.
Because that's what you would run on a Jirachi set. And they aura sphered. So okay, you lucked out there.
I don't
Kind of.
even.
I don't
Okay,
know.
I'm gonna check if they had a wish.
I feel like a cosmic power has to have a wish.
I'm just gonna
Right?
check. I'm just gonna check. Give me a second. Oh yeah, it had a wish. Okay, so I was stupid.
Yeah. What if they wished there, but they didn't have protect? So actually, it's not a big deal.
Yeah. Alright.
Um.
So I planned this whole thing out with Cinccino.
So I think this is in retrospect fine, but I expected wish protect here, and I was like, I'm not so sure about that.
Mono attacking with cosmic power. Yeah. Sorry. Stored power. Yeah. I
Yeah,
guess
that is completely reasonable.
Yeah, that is reasonable. You're right.
Especially if you
Well,
had
to be fair, I
Cody
have a
Greninja.
dark type, so like that's L plus
Eh,
ratio.
you give some, take some. Anyways, I would have personally switched into something like well, actually, I would have switched into Greninja and gotten it fucking fucked up.
Yeah.
So no, I think you ended up with the best case scenario here.
Yeah, I was lucky, but also it was apparently the
Yeah.
right play.
Yeah.
God, I had this whole line worked out with Cinccino lead.
This was good. This was
Yeah.
good.
I need to start
All
doing
here.
that more, where I like pick a lead and then analyze every single thing that I do with what their lead is gonna be. So
Yes, that's what modern leads are.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know that because you're not a gen.
yeah, because I play
But
a
yes, that's
game
what.
where leads are chosen for me.
Yeah. I mean, like, God, you're right. I didn't even know that like you made the lead in the team building. I would have thought you just choose a lead each match on
Yeah,
whatever you
no, you
decide. But I
just
guess if you're making a team, the team is designed to always lead the same.
yeah,
Huh.
yeah, it's very strange.
I never thought about that. Anyway,
Yeah,
Um,
so my plan was to, if it's gouging fire lead, I switch to either Colossi or Weezing. If it's this thing I if it's this thing I tidy up. If it's this thing I tidy up. If it's this thing I tidy up. I can't know if it's this thing. And if it's this thing I switch out to Weezing. So that was my plan.
God,
And that worked
I'm surprised.
perfectly.
See, personally, me, I was like, oh, I tidy up on Meowscarada because what if they set up spikes?
Well, yeah, no, that does make sense. You have a point because it's lead in Meowscarada, so you're right,
So like, I'd be worried about
but
spikes.
this is just better, right? This is just
Anyways,
yeah.
so okay, in the moment, I was so
Fly
okay. In the
top.
next turn,
Yeah. So they knock off
so
whatever. That's and yeah, and
in
now
the
it
moment,
goes.
I was kind of with you in oh, just attack what's in front of you. But in retrospect, Wheezing is the safest. They can't do a single thing to Wheezing.
Yeah,
So
I
that's
agree.
completely like
And
you have this is not quite the same because you're not at the same disadvantage I was, but this is similar to not switching the
I
Quaquaval
agree.
on Hisuian Samurott.
So in
Because
the
you have this
moment,
Pokemon specifically designed to beat Meowscarada, in
yeah,
that it always beats Meowscarada,
yeah,
and you just don't go into it. Like I think that was a poor decision.
yeah. This is a poor decision. I agree, especially
Even if Cinccino did
because
nothing else, it was a sack.
yeah, it was a pointless sack because I go into wheezing anyway. Um,
Yes,
so
like, and even if they didn't use Sucker Punch here,
yeah,
like Weezing is the right play in every situation where they don't use spikes. And why would they use spikes here?
yeah. Um,
So yeah, no.
so this was a bad reason for all of that above. Plus, I should have known it was Sucker Punch. I even prepped
And
for
you would have
Sucker
been in
Punch.
such a good position with Weezing in, even if they U-turned.
Yeah,
Even if they U-turned.
because I just Will-O-Wisp or like do anything. Like I have a billion options against this team right now.
Yeah, so that's misplay number one.
Yeah,
Not going into Weezing
because
here.
because and also it's so obviously Sucker Punch. Like why wouldn't I have this
It's
fucker?
obviously Sucker Punch or Scarf.
Yeah, exactly. I have this thing. I have this thing.
Yes, you do have Pult. So it's so clearly Sucker Punch or Scarf for
Yeah.
Pult.
So like I have
Um,
no reason to sack this thing right now.
so you skip turn here.
Yeah.
Not skip turn. And continue here.
And yeah,
Go
obviously.
into Wheezing,
Yeah, and
and
just
then
switch out.
the sludge bomb is so nice. Sludge bomb is so nice here.
Yeah, and I get the
I
30%.
love the Lum reveal. That's hilarious. Spadef fucking Lum. My
So yeah,
god.
I realized this was Spadef, obviously. Like because Calc Dex is amazing. And
But then you just sludge bomb again, right?
no, I switch out.
No, you
Palma.
right because you expected a volt switch.
Yeah. One, I expected a
And
Volt
then
Switch. Two, I knew Hydro Pump wouldn't kill. So, there's that. Um,
yeah,
and also
I
I don't have any other defensive Pokemon on my team.
I think switching into Palmite is a fine play here, but here's the back-to-back thing I didn't like you did what you did with Palmite.
Yeah,
First, I
okay.
don't like the early Terra Electric. Like it ended up no, I don't like that Terra Electric at all. I really
So,
don't.
I don't either. So, what happened here is panic. Panic.
Yeah,
It's
panic.
panic. Um, I'm not used to. So this is John's, obviously, but I'm not used to
Yeah.
playing teams with this little of a defensive core. A two-mon defensive core where each Pokemon are dedicated to a specific Pokemon. So I can't use Clodsire until this guy is removed, and I can't use this thing until this guy's removed.
No, you can't. You can use it as soon as you realize it's not booster energy. That's what we
Oh no, yeah,
discussed.
yeah, no, I'm not talking about turn 9. I'm talking about turn 8. I'm talking about my decision in turn 8.
Yes, but no, you don't Terra Electric it. You just double
Yeah,
shock, and you either get a ton of chip on Motom, or they have to switch in something, which is awful.
yeah,
I don't want to switch in something.
and
So you just double shock normal,
yeah, I should have double shocked, just double shocked, and then
and then here's
obviously I
pretty
should have
awful.
nuzzled. Obviously I should have nuzzled. I should have nuzzled this bitch. That's so bad. But like that's fine because I go to Weezing because I need to haze.
And then I guess you go to Wheezing, but you could have nuzzled on that turn as well and been
Because
okay.
this guy is no longer a check because I terrored like a fucking idiot.
Yes,
This
the
guy's no longer
terror
an
was
answer.
bad, and the nut. I think you played Paul Mat horribly.
Yeah.
Like the whim, not the whimsical, the Cinchino misplay, while bad, could have gone way worse. Like you lost a player that you were planning on losing early,
Yeah.
right? But the Palma was played terrible.
Yeah. And not
Both the
even
early
I
terror
didn't
and the not nuzzle.
nuzzle. Oh my god, why didn't I nuzzle?
We brought nuzzle specifically for Gaijin 5.
Yeah.
It's kind of like what we said when you didn't follow the game.
Yeah, I had a game plan, I didn't follow it. So I just don't care, I just keep hating. This is
So
what
we
I
need
should be
to
doing.
discuss about game plans. Maybe fucking write it down and
I'm
be like,
honest
here's
to
the game
God
plan.
considering. Yeah, I have a journal with me. I write stuff in my journal. I'm considering just like
Yeah.
writing game plans down on it for next time.
Okay. And while this isn't that
And now
important, this
yeah.
is so funny. Look,
And
look at this.
now I remember, like, oh right, I have this move that I brought for this fucking thing, and it's low anyway, so I can sack it. And then I nuzzle, and it does 91%.
Well, because of the shadow buff.
Yeah. So
So it
it's
goes to 60 base power,
yeah
and then you have Terra Stab. So it goes
so
from 30 base power with Stab
to
to
120.
90 wait, to 120. You're right, 120 with Terra Stab. That's so funny.
So honestly, the question now is why do I even bring double shock when I can bring nuzzle every game? Because double
But you
shock is
bring double shock
240
to
base power. Yeah, I know. Shut up.
you bring double shock to threaten Rotom. But anyway, did you nuzzle again here? You better
Yes, I
nuzzle
nuzzled
again
again.
here.
I'm not stupid.
Okay, good. I didn't remember. Oops.
Yeah.
And then they go into that and
Yeah,
get a.
but
That was a
obviously.
great mock punch.
Yeah.
Um,
So I didn't know this at the time, obviously, but this is U-turn. This is choice banded.
that checks out.
Yeah,
That
and
checks
there's
out.
no way I could have known because both of those are not in damage range.
Yeah, both of those were so low.
Yeah, and now I go into Greninja. They switch out.
On the
I do.
this is so weird that they were scared of Greninja and the
So
Sludge Wave. And
I think it's Ice Beam, right? That's what they were scared of.
got it.
Right.
But
Protean
even
Ice
Ice
Beam.
Beam.
Protean Ice Beam.
Protean. I guess yeah. No, your Greninja wasn't. So it
Yeah,
could have been
exactly.
Protean. No, that's fair. That's fair.
Because this is the
That's-
only Pokemon nicknamed, and it's nicknamed Frobbles. I look like a
Anyway.
fucking psychopath. Like who's
You do. By
I
the
look
way.
like a
Anyway,
psychopath.
you should nickname your Pokemon skill issue.
No,
Anyway,
I don't nickname my mons.
because you suck.
Yeah, and then that's where I grew up.
This is why you haven't won a league. Ignore the
Yeah.
fact that I nicknamed my Pokemon. Then Claude comes in. Then yeah, Pump is. Oh, but
Yeah. Okay.
yeah,
So
did you
none of this
recover on this turn? Did you recover on this turn?
Nope, I switched out.
Okay.
And then
I don't get the Dragon Dance. I do not understand that Dragon Dance whatsoever. I guess on Sucker Punch, presumably.
Yeah, I was assuming Sucker Punch because it was revealed. And
okay, I guess so.
My mindset was Sucker Punch is revealed. They do not know that I'm a Dragon Dancer, right?
Yeah.
They're expecting a tradition. They're like they are betting on a more traditional.
I guess so. Okay, that's fair.
Right.
I think really like that's not that big of a misplay. I think we identified the two, or I guess it was three because two of them were with Palma and then one was Cinchino. I think we identified the main misplays there.
Okay.
But anyways, continue. Togekiss comes in. You Steel Wing that twice. That's amazing. Like that was just a good sequence of events.
Yeah. Obviously, this sucks. This means I couldn't have won just then and there. But
yes. Well,
I bet
Masquerada made it a weird situation.
Yeah, it was.
But anyways, you die there.
They knock off. Yeah.
And you bring Greninja. Yeah, you bring in Greninja. Of course, you bring in Greninja.
Yeah.
You get the Sludge Wave off on Toxic Rotom. Or you.
I was just. It was safe because they were Dark type. Because they were Protean Dark type. So it killed.
Oh yeah, you didn't know they were choiced.
Yeah.
No, okay, that's fair. That's fair. You didn't know they were choiced.
They were Protean Dark type, so it would have killed.
Yeah, no, actually that is fair. No, that was a completely fair.
Frobbles lost 10% of its HP.
and then bam, you get the Battle Bomb. up, and then gouging fire fucking gets crit, right? No, they try to do this first. Yeah, not enough.
And then I get the crit, which mattered.
Okay, but
Because
also the crit wouldn't have mattered if you didn't Terra
yeah,
Palmot
if I did,
earlier.
yeah.
So yes, you're
So yeah, max HP. So yeah, I apologize for the crit, like a good
yes.
person.
So three misplays here. One, the Centino one was not that impactful, but is very obvious. I
Yeah.
think. I think it wasn't a huge throw, but rather just like a huge why. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? The impact was not that big of a deal. The reasoning behind it sucked a lot. Like my not switching the clock. You have a Pokemon directly designed to always beat this Pokemon, and you don't go into it.
Yeah.
Um,
Number 2 was
and then number 2 was terrestrializing your Palmot early.
yeah.
I think that was Insano Clock there.
This was bad. I agree.
And then 3 is of course like even if you didn't terrestrialize there and you double shocked, then you proceed to nuzzle.
yeah. Even
You
if
didn't
it's
nuzzle.
not
So I think again
100%
both of us lost, not lost because you didn't lose, you got bailed out.
Yeah.
But both of us were positioned to lose because we didn't follow the game plan. Because we talked
Yeah.
about these situations.
Yeah, every single one of
We
these
literally
situations
discussed them
were discussed.
and just
we didn't do it.
Didn't do it. Didn't act on
For
it. So that's
some
what we need
because
to do
we're
in the future.
because we're stupid.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I'm good right now.